It's week 5 of Veganuary. Thank you for following along. And if you haven't yet signed up, you can still sign up. You don't have to do it in just January. You can do it in February, March, April, or do this 31-day vegan challenge in whichever month. You can also spread it into multiple months. It's just a fabulous collection of easy and amazing vegan recipes that you can make and enjoy. If you're doing this vegan challenge in January, you can also win some prizes. Just make one of the recipes, reply to the email, and you can enter to win some amazing prizes. So let's get to week 5. And another one of the struggles that you all shared with me was the difficulty in finding low-carb vegan options. So here's a collection of low-carb vegan meals to get you started. We're gonna start with my General Tso soy curls. This recipe has hundreds of reviews and is really loved. Soy curls don't have as much carbs as chickpeas or beans, so they are a great protein alternative to add to your meals. This recipe also is a game changer in the way you add flavor to the soy curls. We marinate the soy curls in the sauce itself instead of water or stock, which adds so much flavor to the soy curls, and then when you crisp them, they are super delicious and crispy and almost like chicken. Then we add some vegetables, thicken up the sauce, add the soy curls to it, and that's it. This is an absolutely delicious and filling and satiating meal. You can serve these over quinoa and lettuce wraps or over cauliflower rice. The second one in the list is my butter chicken using tofu. Tofu is another great low-carb protein you can add to your meals. So many of my curries in which I add tofu are a great low-carb option for you. For most of those curries, we take the tofu, add some spices and crisp it up and make amazingly delicious sauces, pair them up, and it makes a delicious curry. For my restaurant-style butter chicken, I take my butter chickpeas recipe as well as my makhani sauce recipe and make a restaurant-style version, which is slightly longer, but the flavor payback is amazing. If you don't want to make butter chicken, you can also make my other Indian recipes like my rara chicken curry or my tofu bara or many of the other tofu curries. You can pair these curries with some low carb tortillas or my low carb almond flour naan, some cauliflower rice, or serve them over salad or roasted vegetables or however you like. The third one in the series are my zucchini rolls. We make these delicious lasagna roll-ups but use zucchini ribbons instead of the lasagna. And they're filled with this delicious tofu cheese mixture, which has some sun-dried tomato, lots of herbs, and some vegan cheese. Then we spread that on the zucchini ribbons, place them in some marinara sauce, add some vegan cheese, and bake to make these irresistible zucchini roll-ups. The tofu as well as the zucchini keeps this meal low carb and super satisfying, and it's kind of like a comforting lasagna meal without all those carbs. Serve it as is or with a side salad. Number 4 in the series is my sheet pan tofu bake. The marinade for this sheet pan tofu bake is inspired by Jamaican jerk marinades, and it is so delicious. Also, the recipe is super easy. You just blend up the marinade, add to the veggies and the tofu, and then bake it, and that is it. And then you have this mind-blowing meal that you can serve over some greens or however you like. There's just so much flavor in this tofu bake. Do try this and do let me know how you liked it. The fifth in the series is my chicken Changezi. This is another one of my favorite curries. It uses tofu with this Changezi sauce, which is tomato based, and it is absolutely delicious. You can pair this with some cauliflower rice, some cooked lentils, some roasted veggies, my almond flour naan, other low carb tortillas, or serve it however you like. The sixth in the series is my Tofu Parmesan. We make this Parmigiana but with slabs of tofu instead of any meat, as well as no pasta in there. So it is sliced tofu layered with some pasta sauce and some spinach and cheese mixture, and then repeated, and then we top it with some more cheese, some breadcrumbs if you like, and then bake to make this really delicious and really hearty Tofu Parmesan. Omit the breadcrumbs to reduce the carbs and serve with a side salad for a hearty and comforting and delicious meal. The seventh one in the series are my coconut chicken curry soy curls. Soy curls are an amazing protein substitute. If you cook them correctly, they kind of feel like chicken, so they make a great substitute in many of the chicken curries. They also are a lower carb protein option, as well as great for people who just cannot get on with that tofu texture. For the coconut chicken curry, you just add everything to the Instant Pot and that does the job. It's a super quick recipe with just a few minutes of active time, and you have this delicious curry that you can serve over quinoa, over cauliflower rice, or with some low carb tortilla or naan. I don't particularly look at the macros too much, so I don't necessarily develop recipes for being low carb. If you guys have suggestions on what you serve with these or how to make these even lower in carbs, do let me know in the comments. If you have been enjoying this vegan challenge, do let me know in the comments as well. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more easy recipes, Indian recipes, and so much more. There are lots of new recipes coming along this year. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.